Yes, hello and good morning to everyone. I'm Anupam Datta from the Department of English, Barbhag College. I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this webinar on the use of online e-resources. This webinar is organized by IQSC Barbhag College, Barbhag College Library in association with Assam College Librarians Association. We are in a difficult situation arising out of the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, and all of us have been facing new problems every day in different spheres of life. One of the areas that have suffered immensely is education, and the institutions, teachers, students, educational policymakers are up against unprecedented challenges as far as continuing education and research in the regular mode is concerned. However, the silver lining around this seeming darkness is that we have actually now realized how important it is to adopt the online mode of teaching and learning and to make use of online and digital resources. And most of us are willing to take to it seriously. Even UGC has said that 50% of the syllabi may be delivered through online mode. And there is, however, certain issues to it, and there is no denying that there are certain nagging issues as far as effective implementation of the online mode of teaching, learning, and use of online resources is concerned. And despite UGC's advisories to explore the online resources for teaching, learning, and research, these issues are, however, always there. Issues like the availability of digital infrastructure throughout the country, availability of sufficient resources at different levels and in different disciplines. But sooner or later, these issues will get sorted out. Therefore, we teachers and academics will have to effectively prepare ourselves to acquire the capability of imparting education and continuing research in a mode that will incorporate the use of online and digital resources for teaching, learning, and research to a large extent. It is with these ideas in view that we decided to organize this seminar with support from Assam College Librarians Association. As you must have understood that this seminar is just a sort of a systematic initiation into the domain of online resources, which can be used for teaching, learning, and research. We have, for this webinar, experts as resource persons who will deliver presentations on the subject, and I hope the participants will be benefited from the deliberations in this seminar. Before going into the technical session, may I now request the principal of Barbhag College, Mr. Yunusar Rahman, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you.
Rahman sir.
Namaskar. I formally welcome all of you to this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Raman sir.
Thank,
Thank you, Raman sir.
thank you.
We are fortunate to have with us here in this webinar the General Secretary of Assam College Librarians Association and the Librarian of K.C. Das Commerce College, Dr. Prashanta Kumar Deka. I welcome him to the webinar, and may I now request Dr. Prashanta Kumar Deka to briefly address the webinar.
Hello, Binder.
Yes,
Hello.
yes,
Prashanta Da.
Binder.
yes,
Okay. Am I audible?
yes,
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Please
Honorable,
address.
Principal of Barbhag College, Mohammed Ansur Rahman sir, Coordinator IQC Dr. Anupam Datta, Research person of today's program Professor Sanjay Kumar Singh, Head of the Department Library Information Science and Librarian in charge Guwahati KK Handit Library Guwahati University, and Dr. Birendra Pal, ICT self-convener as in Librarian of Koliagor College, respected faculties of this college, and respected participants present in this webinar. On behalf of SLA, I welcome all of you to this amazing program. As our Anubhav Datta sir mentioned that it is know all of you that due to pandemic situation the society is huge loss in the entire world. All the education institutions are closed for last 2.5 months across the country. Our student community are badly affected according to latest survey of UNESCO. Not only India, entire goal almost 1.5 billion students and youth across the affected in school, college, university closure due to the COVID-19 explosion. This has compelled all the educational institutions across the world to adopt teaching and online platform. Courses are conducting online, examination are conducted online, and assignment etc. submitted through email and other media. The lockdown has accelerated adoption of more digital technology. This is an ideal time to experiment and deploy new tools and techniques to make uh, education delivery meaningful to students. It is sounds to be more efficient and productivity while developing new and improve professional skills knowledge through online learning assessment. Here the teachers should need a chance their uh, teaching method and adopt to involving technology etc. teaching. That teachers should establish themselves as competent individual who can deliver what the students accept. Uh, the established in a to establish in it, a teacher should be active a research and research publication to put on experience skills on online teaching. Looking at these confirmed university college and schools are forced to shut down. Government of India as well as state government and private players have regularly been published information on various initiative undertaking by ministries and various department and MSRD, Department of Technical Education, NCRT, and other to support and benefit of youth as well as our students. There are many platforms created to enable online education in India. These are supported by the Ministry of Human Resource Development, MSRD, the National Council of Education Research and Training, NCRT, and Development Technical Education. There are also initiatives like e-Pathshala, Swayam, online courses for teachers, and NEAT, enhancing employability. Other online platforms aim to increase connectivity with institution and accessibility to content. These are utilized for course material and classes and running of online modules. They include the national project on technology enhanced learning, NPTEL, National Knowledge Network, NPN, and National Academic Depository, NAD, amongst others. In view of all this, the Assam College Librarian Association SLA has taken up series of programs for capacity building of college librarians, research and academic fraternities through its online initiative. Our main objective is to create awareness on the use of online resources as directed by MSD among the library professional, research principal and all academic community. We are providing this service voluntarily and it is a modest contribution from us towards academic community of Assam. I would like to request all participants to subscribe our SLA YouTube channel where we have already uploaded plenty of different education videos for the academic community that may help all of you to explore different online resources. And I'm happy to inform you that during this lockdown period, already we have successfully completed 13 number of webinars on awareness of uses of different resources of different college institution of Assam. All the technical needs and handled by the ICT cell team of the association under the leadership of Dr. Virendra Pal. In future also, we are planning to provide some similar online programs for the teachers and students of the college. I offer my heartfelt thanks to the resource person, Professor Sanjay Kumar Singh and Dr. Virendra Pal, Librarians, College, and coordinator of ICT cell, SCLA, Librarian of College. With this contribution, it is not possible for me to organize this type of program. The resource person will be covered most of digital resources like Sudganga, Easy Patshala, Shyam, Isu Sindhu, Analyst, Project Gutenberg, NDL, open sources, etc. Hope you all will be benefited from today's session. At the end, I would like to offer my special gratitude to Principal Mohammed Ansur Rahman sir for giving us this opportunity. Special thanks to Isur Kolita Librarian. He is a young and energetic librarian and he is an active member of our CLA. And we feel honored to organize this program in one of the oldest higher education institution of Assam, which is situated in my native village in Barbhag. And at the end, I once again welcome all the participants to this webinar. And I am sure all of you will be benefited from this online resources. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prafanta Kumar Deka. Thank you for your address. You have very nicely summarized in a very brief space how important is the use of online resources for our teachers and what are the online resources available on the web and how we can make use of those resources. Thank you again, once again, for your address. We are now beginning the technical session. Let me inform the participants, if you want to ask any question to our resource persons, you can type them in the chat box. At the end of the technical sessions, resource persons will answer those questions. Now to engage the first part of the technical session, we have with us Dr. Sanjay Kumar Singh. Before I invite him to speak, let me briefly introduce him. Dr. Sanjay Kumar Singh is presently a professor and the head in the Department of Library and Information Science, Guwahati University. And he's a research supervisor of the university. Professor Singh served as assistant coordinator of IGNOU Guwahati Center for 8 years since 2001, and also served as an academic counselor in the center. He has been continuously associated with different UGC human resource development centers as a resource person for different refresher courses, orientation program, and research methodology courses. Dr. Singh has published widely in many national and international journals of repute. He has also been an important member in the editorial boards, review boards, and advisory boards of a number of reputed journals. With these words, I welcome Dr. Sanjay Kumar Singh, and may I now request Professor Singh to give his presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Anupam Datta. So, good morning and namaskar to all of you in this COVID pandemic lockdown period. And as Dr. Datta has already mentioned during his speech regarding these activities which we are facing nowadays, and Dr. Prasant Kumar Deka also discussed many things related to this webinar and how it is being conducted, etc. And with the help of his ICT team cell led by Dr. Birender Pal, etc. So once again, good morning to all of you. And at the very beginning, just I'd like to address Mr. Muhammad Unsur Rahman, Honorable Principal, in charge of Barbhag College, the entire IQAC team of Barbhag College, along with Dr. Pom Datta, then Dr. Kishore Kalita, the librarian of Barbhag College, then my friend Prasant Kumar Deka, who is the architect behind such type of activities, and Dr. Birender Pal, who is assisting him to organize and bringing such type of activities to you. Both of them are working day and night to bring this type of things in front of you every day in the morning from 11 a.m. to. So till now, as the secretary has already mentioned, that 13 colleges they have covered in the entire state of Assam, and there are lots of activities they are going to perform in the coming days. So as far as I know, both of them are basically full with all the activities up to June, we can say that, or till the lockdown continues. So it is, they are providing this service voluntarily. I can say that just to create awareness among the teaching community, among the librarian friends, among the students, among the research scholars from these colleges, from the universities, from the schools also. So many are directly or indirectly associated with this program. So thanks to both the person, Dr. Deka and Dr. Pal. And let me come back to our area of topic, awareness program on online e-resources. Yes, both of them are doing good in their performances, etc. And this lockdown has compelled us to think in different way. Today, the lockdown has taught us how to handle the computer, those who were running away from the computer, those who were not coming near to the system itself, but they are compelled and they are forced to use this technology to survive in the society, to pass the valuable time during these 50, 60 days, 70, 80 days we are passing through or going through. So here to start with, just I would like to quote the father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, that my heart is drawn backwards and forwards between the spinning wheels of the book. Spinning is spinning, creating, making threads, etc. So when you talk about the books, so today the books are also being spinned, and we are having the new form of books, new form of resources available with us. We call it electronic resources, we call it digital books, we call it electronic books, electronic journals, whatever it is. So the resources are nowadays available in the digital format in front of us. And to start with such type of things, just you, all of you know it very well, and you are very much familiar with this type of technology being used. And all of you, some of you must have done such type of attended such type of courses also, like short-term courses, like faculty development programs, etc., through the online mode. And some of you might have also done attended some classes of the SWAYAM platform also. So these are all electronic resources or digital resources, what we can call it. So this COVID had compelled us. As first point here is time and tide, wait for none. So time is valuable. We do not wait for the time, but it's coming to your way. You accept it, and you start utilizing for your academic purpose. Because until and unless the teachers are learning, teachers are using, then only they can educate their student. They can impart the education to their students. So time is changing very fast, and we have to grasp all the time. So there are sea changes. You can say that tremendous changes in the universe of knowledge. So whole universe of knowledge. If you take the example, there is no area untouched, there is no area left out in the subjects. As all of you know, that Ramdhenu, we have seen in your childhood, or even also in the during rainy season, Ramdhenu, the 7 colors are having that in the Ramdhenu. And now in the computers, we are having 3 colors. So when you're mixing these 3 colors or 7 colors, each among themselves, they will be finding n number of colors. So like that, the knowledge is spreading in that way. You are mixing the subjects in different way by just like of that of color, and every day you are getting new subject. Even some subjects are there we have never heard that name. So that's how subjects are coming up in the society, and that are being used widely. So whatever the subjects are coming, there must be some resources, there must be some literatures, either in the form of a journal or in the form of a book. So earlier we were completely depending upon the printed technology, printed books, printed journals. Now all those things are converted into digital format. So we call it e-resources, in the offline mode, in the online mode. So libraries are also not untouched. Libraries also have to provide the services for that. And side by side, all professionals or all intelligent peoples are librarian nowadays among themselves, because you are searching anything in the Google, you are searching anything through any of the search engines, and you are getting the information. But behind that certain things are working. So let me cite just a few, 1 minute, something like that, let me cite example with the various revolutions. All of you know that there are various revolutions has already taken place in our country as well as in the world. In our country, we know that in the beginning we had white revolution, then green revolution, and you may be knowing that during that time, the Prime Minister of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, he has given us Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. Then later on, when the Modi ji became the Prime Minister 4 or 5 years back, he told that Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and Jai Vigyan. He has added science and technology to that. And just last year, he has added there Jai Anusandhan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and Jai Anusandhan. Anusandhan is research. So we have to depend upon the research. Make India technology is coming. Think globally, act locally. That type of concept we are getting nowadays. So during this 50, 60 days, 70 days, this situation, we are really utilizing that situation, and we are moving, taking ourselves in different directions. So let me cite with these revolutions, as all of you know it, because all of you are teacher. So in 1700s, the first industrial revolution took place, where the steam engine was invented. Then in the 1800s, this is the most important inventions. Then in the 1800s, the second industrial revolution, where electricity was generated. That we are fully dependent upon electricity. If there is no electricity, there is no power, we cannot survive in this changing and technologically changing world. That is the most important thing we have to think in different way. Next is in 1990s, during the third industrial revolution, the computing, the digital technology, digital device, computer, your all electronic gadgets, etc., came up in the market with the like the floods, etc., during this time. And the television technology, the internet technology, the digital technology started functioning properly, and we are using it. We have now become the slave of this technology. You can say that without mobile phone, without your television channel sets, we are not able to survive. So mobile phone, at the time of sleeping, at the time of getting up from the bed, will find many people are using this mobile phone for the different activities. Some of them are using for academic purpose, some of them are just for passing the time, some of them just communication of the information, like that. Now we are having in 2000, we are in 2020. So in the 2000 today, that is, you can say that today, the artificial intelligence, we are talking about the artificial intelligence, we are talking about the 5G. The China is talking about the 7G, 5G not yet reached in our country, but 7G China is talking about. So see the development in science and technology because of such type of revolutions coming our way. So in this technology, we'll have 3D technology, 3D printing technology, then autonomous vehicle, etc. We have seen already some scientific development has already taken place. Then robotic information, etc. Virtual reality mode will be applicable in more better way, you can say that. So these are some of the changes which are very, very important in our day-to-day activities. So this during this time, our life cycle is also there. Everything has some life cycle. You have studied in your childhood in the biology paper what is the life cycle of human being, life cycle, or any living organisms. So at present, our life cycle, academic life cycle, as well as the job-oriented life cycle, if I cite, I try to make you understand that our life cycle is in this way. Now, this is the picture layout of the life cycle of ours, where we are learning in the school days, in the colleges days. Then after getting the qualification, getting the degree, we are joining in a work, and after that, we are after providing or rendering our service, and then we are retiring from our services. But in between, there are many things to know about. So whatever you have learned in the beginning, in the school days or college days, you feel you will find nowadays that become obsolete nowadays. Just simple example, that when this computer came to our country, came to human knowledge. So during that time, you have not studied in the school days what is computer, what are the advantages of computer, what are the disadvantages of computer. But situation has compelled you to know about the computer. That means whatever you have learned in the initial days, you forget it, unlearn it, and then again you relearn the new things. That is the main concept we are surviving now, we are dealing with now. So that is very, very important in everybody's concept nowadays. So this is our life cycle, that now whatever you learn it, unlearn that, relearn that, and render service, provide service to your community in different ways. So this I mean to say here. Now the new role, about what will be the new role in this technological changing world. So see here, traditional jobs, some of you are librarians, some of you are teachers, some of you are students, some of you are research scholars, some of you are businessmen, some of you are technocrats, some of you are electricians. So all are having their own and different job descriptions. So traditional jobs, they are calling them traditional jobs. But during this COVID period, we are associated with the new responsibilities. So for teachers, for students, the new responsibility are this. Because of that, you are sitting that part of the system, I am sitting this part of the system, but we are facing each other in this technology. And after the COVID period, what will be the new job title? The best judge will be yourself. You can judge yourself, that traditional job, new responsibility, and what will be the new job title. So only time will say. I'm not going to define that one. So basically, when you are talking about these electronic resources, etc., so that can be made available through the e-learning. You know how to first. You know how to write ABCD, then you can read the book, etc. So that is the e-learning technology system. You have to know it. So anything in the web-based form, anything in the digital form, which is commonly referred to as an e-learning or online learning. You are downloading anything, directly reading anything, and their purpose is that you are learning something, you are getting some certificate courses, you are getting some diploma courses, you are getting some degree courses through this method, and there are various platforms for that. So learning utilizing digital technologies to access educational resources outside the conventional classroom system is the e-learning. And we are now, many of us are using it. See the example, the FDP program, faculty development program. Earlier, you have to go to the HRDC center or any of the universities or institutions where that program was conducted face-to-face mode, classroom mode. But now through the this online mode, through this e-learning mode, you can attend that FDP program. And every day when you open the system, somewhere you will get some information related to some webinars are going on, some FDP programs are going on. If you are attending two such type of FDP program recognized by the UGC, then you do not go for any refresher course, etc. That is being equivalent to the refresher course. So there are lots of utilities of such type of things. So digital platform are providing course, program, or degree which are delivered entirely through the online mode, and which, if you are attending it, you are getting the certificates like that. So I'm not going in detail about the e-learning because it will take hours together to talk on that. So just something I'm touching on that area. Then there are some advantages of this. Some of the advantages, there are many advantages, many disadvantages are there, but I'm confined with just 2 or 3 advantages which are very important. Just like the first here, it is mentioned in your slide PPT, is that it is a very efficient way of delivering course online. Yes, quicker, more efficient way with different graphics, designs, etc. can be imparted, and you will be very much interested on such type of things. Then due to convenience and flexibility, the resources are available from anywhere at any time. So you can attend that program from your home or any place as per your requirement. Maybe in your office, maybe in your any place according to your convenience. Everyone, this particular point, everyone, maybe students, maybe researchers, maybe teachers, can take advantage of web-based learning. And we are doing. Many students, many teachers are getting themselves updated every now and then through this e-learning mode. And today it is a great way for learners to learn at their own pace, processing materials without being held back, hurried by peers, etc. This is just, there are many advantages. Just I'm confined within 3 to 4 advantages, etc. Now let us go to some disadvantages also, because everything has advantage and disadvantage. If you will talk only advantage and forget about disadvantage, then it is not a good sign. So here, first disadvantage, I'm not talking about e-learning. I'm talking about citing the example that we are in front of the system. All of you are in front of some of you are in front of the laptop, some of you are in front of the desktop, some of you are in front of the mobile phones. Now see the dangerous thing, that radiation coming out from mobile phone. How much danger that is for our health, eye problem, spondylitis problem, other health hazards like that things. So that means radiations are coming out, which is creating danger for each and everyone. That is one of the biggest disadvantage I can say. Yes, if you are using Kindle ebook reader, something like that device, then there are less radiations. In mobile phone also, smartphone also, there is a mode of reading mode. If you are switching on that reading mode, then there are less radiations. Otherwise, radiations are coming in a big way, and you are going to be affected from this. So like that, this is common disadvantage. Now come back to e-learning disadvantage. E-learning lacks face-to-face communication, but virtually we are face-to-face. You are that side, I am this side, and we are seeing to each other. But real mode, it is lacks face-to-face communication. Then a lack of pressure is a disadvantage in the sense that it is caused causes students to abandon their studies more easily. Suppose, see, disadvantage there, students abandon their study in the sense that suppose you are online, I am also online, I am delivering, you are listening, but if someone switch off the video, audio is already muted. Now, whether you are attending or not, how can we say? Whether bus stopping your video, you are going here and there, again after 10 minutes you are coming and just showing your presence, again you 2 minutes to show your presence, again go back, and again after half an hour you come and show your presence. So that is not that. That is one of the disadvantages here. Okay, so constant nudging by teachers may be undesirable for many, but it's an effective method of thing. So teachers are always saying do this, do that, always creating problem, giving good suggestions, etc. So these things are taken care of this. So it can it can be also torturous. This is one of the most important disadvantage I can cite here. It can be torturous with seemingly less endless PPT slides that can make e-learning seem categorical. You will find that many persons are there, many resource persons are there, many research scholars or students are there. Whoever gets any opportunity in front of the system or mic, they start on talking and talking. They forget their time, that whether 5 minutes was given to him or half an hour is given to him. That is one of the problems. So here also, some of you will find some of the persons are preparing hundreds of slides. Until the 100 number slides is complete, they go on talking and speaking. By the time the listeners or the person who are attending this become bored, become irritated, etc. So it should not be like that. Online classes should be always attractive, lively, and it should be maximum of 30 minutes. That is sufficient. If 30 minutes you are doing, that is sufficient. So this is most important in online courses. These are some of the disadvantages I have covered. So come back to e-resources. E-resources is the part related to the online learning, because online learning without e-resources cannot be complete. So when you talk about the e-resources, anything in the form of electronic publishing, electronic serials, electronic journals, electronic periodicals, electronic books, electronic documents can be considered as the e-resources. It may be in the online mode, it may be in the offline mode. If you are reading online through the web, it is online e-resources. If you are reading offline after downloading it, it is offline e-resources. So simple definition, it is nothing but a bundle of group of information which are disseminated in the digital form or electronic form and produced, published and distributed in the digital environment or the electronic environment. That is the simple example, simple definition of the e-resources. There are various e-resources. You go and just write down in the Google the definition of e-resources. Hundreds of definitions you will find in the e-resources. Just to layman points of view, I am just speaking that information, giving that information only. E-resources are the digital version of print documents which are accessed through the extensive hyperlinking. Now see here, if you compare the printed document, if you compare the printed electronic resources, electronic books or journals, when these printed journals were coming, suppose it was published in USA or UK or any other part of the countries, other abroad. So what happened? When it was published, it was coming to our hand after 3 or 4 months. It was coming through the sea routes. So by the time, the primary information which was containing in that journals were lost. So it is meaningless, especially in the science and technology. But the beauty of these online resources or digital resources or electronic resources is that the moment it is published, moment it is released, you are able to access it. Earlier, one copy you are purchasing, procuring, one person can read at a time. Now, as per your agreement, etc., n number of people can read at a time together. So that is the beauty of, you are paying for one journal, but 10 people, 20 people, it depends upon the agreement, license agreement, etc., the person can read. That is one of the most important beauty of these online resources. And as it is obvious that it has become the largest and the quickest growing segment of the digital collection throughout the world, and it is every day changing. We don't have any measuring rod to measure how many documents are being published throughout the world. Earlier in the British National Bibliography or Indian National Bibliography, we are having some information that in 1 year what are the number of publications published. But nowadays, since 2010 onwards, 30th June 2010 onwards, when the UGC has made it mandatory that everybody should publish something, books, journals, articles, research papers, etc. So that has brought another revolution in the academic fraternity, and the academic fraternities are compelled to contribute in the academic world in the form of writing in the journals, writing books in either in the online form or in the print form. So that is increasing the numbers. So today we are seeing explosion of literatures. Not only explosion of population, explosion of literatures, and we don't have any record, but there are some sites which are saying, I will show one particular point, PPT, that one site is saying, open source is showing that 27 crore plus books are published, available in that site, and every minute 50 books are published, online books are published. But what is the, again, source? What is the information that 50 books are coming? Maybe less than that, maybe more than that. That figure goes and changing. So this open access initiative, the red color pointed thing, which is citing here as open access initiative, has made it easier to reach in the hands of individual information seeker. This has brought another revolution. Besides that, for colleges, you are having endless program. For universities, you are having Soch Sindhu program, where 10,000 plus, in Soch Sindhu, 10,000 plus journals are there, electronic journals are there, and 31,35,000 books are there. In endless, which is basically for the colleges, etc., where 6,000 plus journals are there and 31,35,000 books are there. So, out of this, I'm not saying all will be useful for you. It covers entire subject, entire universe of knowledge. But even the 1%, 2%, 5% are maybe useful for you. And if you are using it, you are downloading it, you are self-sufficient in that case in the e-resources. So your information provided, e-resources provided through the consortium, e-resources provided through the open access modes are all valuable in this way or that way to all of you. As we have talked about that offline sources or online sources, etc. So online I have already mentioned. Offline, what are the sources where you will keep that, where you will preserve that? These are some of the points like CD-ROMs, DVD-ROMs, hard disks, electronic databases are there. Then your magnetic drum, magnetic disk, microfilm, microfiche, etc. It is said in microfilm it can survive for 500 years. Microfilm can survive for 500 years. But who has tested that? Microfilm documents preserved in microfilm can survive for 500 years, but in ideal condition. Now, what is an ideal condition? Ideal condition means it should be preserved under line cave. Now, where is the artificial natural line cave? Artificial line cave has to be created. Artificial line has to be generated. So, in that line cave temperature, that means temperature like live cave has to be maintained, and you can keep there. Then that can last for 500 years. But who has tested that will survive for 500 years? That is one of the biggest questions coming to our way. So that is one of the important areas. So forget about that 500 year, 400 year, 300 year. At present, we are having CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, hard disks, magnetic drum, etc. So these are the resources where we can keep this. But this infrastructure or this hardware technology also goes and changing. So you have to change according to this. The moment it is changed, you have to go adopt the new technology. Just like the software you are using, that is going to change. That is also changing. So you are adopting the new software. So in the same way, if you're not adopting the new software as well as the hardware technology, in that case, you after a few years will find nothing is there. Just for example, just 20 years back, 30 years back, we had video cassettes and audio cassettes 15 years, 20 years back. Now you cannot run that video cassette or audio cassette because of fungal attacks, etc. And the device is not there. So what you are using it now, you are using chips, you are using pen drive, you are using CD-ROM like that. So that carrier should be also transformed into new generation, etc. So here some of the points like ETD, electronic thesis and dissertations are there, open electronic thesis and dissertations are there, NDL, that is National Digital Library or Digital Library of India, which is carried out by the IIT Kharagpur, and this will be shown you in live demo will be given by Dr. Birinder Pal when he will present it. So just I am giving you the information that open thesis, this electronic thesis and dissertation Sodh Ganga project of Implement Center is there. There we are having 270,000 plus electronic thesis, thesis in the digitized form. Full text thesis are there, so that can be downloaded and that can be used by the academic fraternity, maybe researcher, maybe teachers, and it is available in all Indian languages where it is permissible to upload it, and it is uploaded only for those universities who have signed the MOU, etc. And there are social media platforms also, institutional repositories also for individual colleges, individual institutions through which these e-resources can be imparted, e-resources can be disseminated. So this is e-Soch Sindhu. E-Soch Sindhu, already I have mentioned that 10,000 journals are there, 31,35,000 books are there, 22 resources and 4 databases are. This you can get it from the www.inflibnet.ac.in. At least once in 10 days or at least once in a fortnight, if you are visiting this site, www.inflinet.ac.in. You will always get some new information, and which is always will be beneficial to all of you as you are related and associate yourself with the teaching. This already I have told you that there is no area untouched where the e-resources are not available. All the subjects covering in this entire world are having these e-resources nowadays. Now, let us highlight something related to open access e-resource management related things. So here, see, need and attitude of the users are totally changed. Motivation of students for maximum utilization of resources. So we are teachers. We are teachers. We have to teach our students. We have to motivate our students. Now in the colleges, we have seen that the credit system, grading systems, semester systems are being implied and applied and going in full swing. So you are always busy. Teachers are always busy. Students are found to be busy doing the assignments. So it is now the duty of the teacher to know about the online resources available in their subjects in different online platforms, and you can guide your student. These are the information which are available in the online formats, and you can access this. But at the time of giving some assignments, you have to prepare a question in such a way that a student will not get directly in the textbook which is prescribed in the syllabus or which textbooks you are following it. So the question should be framed in such a way that the students will be bound to use these online resources, and it is very, very important in today's context in the COVID pandemic time, because we have to fully dependent upon these online resources. So duty of teachers are increasing, duty of students are increasing. Students need some guidance, need some clarification, etc. So they will be attracted towards that, and they can start using this, and they will start submitting the assignments to you. That is that. But side by side, you assist the student. Don't download directly. Download it, read it, write from your own. Don't write copying from that. It is a violation of digital right. If you are copying directly and writing it, that is a violation of the copyright, and that is coming under the plagiarism thing, etc. So in open sources, as I have already mentioned, 27 lakh for 27 crore 43 lakh 76,478 books are available, and every minute 50 books are added to the databases, etc. This shows the caliber and efficiency of online e-resources which we are having in our day-to-day activities, which are provided to you or to us by different digital mode or electronic mode. This particular slide here, lots of web resources are there, websites are there. So the first two are Directory of Open Access Journal and Directory of Open Access Books. Directory of Open Access Journal is the biggest one, largest and biggest online open source database, you can say that, through where you will get the maximum number of literatures on e-journals, etc. And that is the books. Here also you will get thousands of books, lakhs of books, which you can download properly. So these two exclusively will be shown by Dr. Brinder Pal in the live mode, demo mode, when he will present his paper. And others are like Wikipedia, Elsevier, etc. Here also, these are also providing the online e-resources. But the latest one, which is published in the month of May, will not get. If you are getting it, that information, only the bibliographical information will be available. And if you want to, if you are a member of some consortium where these resources are available, then you can go through that and you can download it. Otherwise, you have to write to them. They will ask you some money. They will have to pay through the this credit card or debit card system. Then they will send you to your mail or something like that. But old one, suppose in the month of January, in the year 2019, that can be accessed in full text mode also, the old one, etc. So this is the continuation of this same thing here. You can go through it after the class and you can access such type of things. So here's the Directory of Open Access. I have already mentioned this online, Iniscare Online. Here you will get the scientific journal. This one here you will get the scientific journals in proper way, and related to science and technology, engineering, etc. NPTEL program is there. In NPTEL program also you will get lots of resources being available. You will get under what you can say under SOIM MOOCs program, you will get lots of the under this various your IGNO sites, you will get it. You will get it under this New Delhi, that NCRT sites, you will get it. So lots of documents are there in NCRT site. You will get for the schools, you will get for the higher secondary levels, etc. So IGNO e-resources, this one IGNO e-resources, it is called eGyan Post. Under eGyan Post, you will get lots of self-learning material in the electronic form, digital form, which you can download and you can use it. This is good for the higher secondary level schools as well as degree level and PG courses are being offered. That is, whatever the courses are being offered by Indira Gandhi National Open University, the self-learning material, all the courses are there. Nowadays, they have just restricted it because earlier it was easily accessible by anybody. Now, some higher media, you have to go there and you will get some information. Earlier, when it was completely free, that was showing the misuse of that. People were downloading it and misusing in this way or that way, etc. And next is that www.pdf.drive.net. That this is the site where you will get 27 crore 43 lakh. This figure is just only symbolic. This figure goes on changing every now and then. And this site claims that 50 books are added every minute. And this is the website where you can easily search the information through title and author mode. This is one of the best sites for the books. So this is crores of information. Now you can go whether the information needed by you there or not, you can find yourself. And these are some of the useful websites to support the education system during this and pandemic period. You can say that the first one and the last one are very, very important. The first one is khanacademic.com and the last one is byju's.com. These two advertisements are every day. Today also it is being shown the different channels of the televisions, satellite televisions, etc. So these are imparting different types of training. Others are also there. So these are imparting different types of training and different types of courses like engineering courses, medical courses, and management courses. Then preparation for your talent examinations, like that type of things are being provided by this type of things. And there are many professors, many experts who have designed and prepared the YouTube channel, and they are making it available to the YouTube channel, different courses like ACLA, the association who is providing this platform to us. ACLA is having their own channel. You can go to ACLA channel, YouTube channel, and you can see what the ACLA is doing and what they are also putting the online courses there. You can have some additional information related to that. This is related to the books, electronic books. And here, Project Gutenberg, this is Binder Pal will show you in detail what is inside the Project Gutenberg and how it is accessed, how it is useful. Then he will also highlight on National Digital Library, ndl.iitkgp.ac.in, and Directory of Open Access Books, etc. He will show you in detail National Digital Library of India. He will show the live demo of that. Here I am just showing you this is only for creating awareness among you. So here I am giving you the theoretical information that practically it will be shown to you by Dr. Pal. These are some books, related books. Many sites are there. You can access it and you can get the information on that. This is related to the university information like state university. So all the universities in India also having this type of links, etc. You can access that type of things in your coming days. This is the question and answer type things. In question and answer, you can, what is your question, what is your answer? This is just like the frequently asked question, etc. You can go and have a look on that, and you will be able to access that type of things. This is some sites, search engine sites, like we are using Google, we are using about.com, we are using Hotbot, we are using altavista.com. These are all
Chandra Singh sir, can you hear me, sir? Sanjay Singh, sir. Sanjay Singh, sir, can you hear me, sir? Anupam Dutta, sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I cannot hear Dr. Sanjay
Yeah,
Singh.
we have lost, I think, connection with Singh, sir. So whenever he will join, we will connect with him. Yes.
Should we move to the next speaker?
Just give me just 3 seconds. Uh, Datta, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, just I have connected with Professor Singh, sir, and there is a network problem in his area. So he's trying to connect. He had asked to give 1 minute.
Okay.
After that, if he could not connect, then we will continue to the next program.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Professor Singh has been connected now. Yes, Professor Singh, sir. I think you can hear me. Singh, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just let me upload this, share the
Okay.
slide. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it is visible, I think.
Uh,
See,
yes, now visible, sir.
visible. Yeah, visible. No? Let me do that particular slide. Yeah, just we are end of this. Just hardly 2 minutes, 3 minutes I will take. So as I was talking about the different this, and we are using this Google Sites or that any search engines. This is for online e-resource. This is who's who of the world, and you can't any information about any personality, you will get this under these sites. And the news, etc. Times or any news, CNN news, etc. In India also, we are having different news channels, even the printed newspapers. So at the beginning of this lockdown period, so some of the online platforms started sharing. You started sharing these e-resources, newspaper, etc. And later on, it was discontinued when the newspaper is because violation of the digital right, etc. These are some of the information related to medical information sites where you will get the information related to doctors, health, etc. These are the sites where you will get the information. These are related to the sports, etc. You will get information related to the sport in this. This is South Ganga, activities of again services of implement center. This is open thesis, and this is open access thesis dissertation in South Ganga. As I mentioned that 2,70,000 full text theses are available, so you can access from there. And this is the 7,600 synopses are available, and 440 universities are covered under these schemes, and 5,200 Guwahati university theses are there before pandemic period, and 511 universities scientists. And this is just few examples of online platform through which we are imparting it. And just to end, at the end, there are some visions of this. So there is an obstacle in all the good work we are going to do. So the obstacles are in the form of a lockdown, whatever we call it. So change is inevitable. We have to accept the change and you have to march forward during this change period. And whatever you are doing, you are in your comfort zone. So here I mean to say that all of you should come out from your comfort zone and let us all enjoy what we are or what we have in coming days, and don't wait for the success. The time is changing. So success is in the other side of your comfort zone. This is the message which I wanted to share here. So just to conclude here, as in the beginning also I have already told you, think globally, act locally. Lockdown has taught many things. This is a simple of e-resources are increasing day by day, and which is very, very important for all of us. So during this lockdown period, in the coming days, what we have to do, how we can nurture our strength, we should have some proper planning. So that's why everybody can have their personal planning levels. So these 4 points are important for all of you, that what you need to learn, what you need to learn, why you need to learn it, how you are going to learn it, and what is the time frame to learn it. This is the most important part. Why, what if you adopt these things in the future, you will find that you are in the successful side of that. And then during the lockdown, this is the message only. It is the best investment you will ever make during the lockdown period. And this e-resources, you should start using e-resources. You will get lots of degree. You will know how to use it in day-to-day activities. And by doing so, you can teach your student also. You can guide your students also to use the e-resources which are available in the online resources. So see, we are talking about the technology, changing technology, etc. But today, one time it has been again disconnected by this technology. When the power problem is there, where network connectivity is poor, then you cannot do such type of online learning resources, etc. So anyway, we have to depend upon this technology, that is basically electricity and network connectivity, etc. So that is one of the two important things. So government should take care of electricity as well as connectivity connection, so that it should not bring disturbance during the classroom. So thank you very much. Now Dr. Brinder Pal will take care of the things which I have shown you theoretically. He will give you the live demo of such type of things. And I'm sure that all of you will be benefited from his presentation and his deliberations. So thank you all. Thank you, the principal of the college. Thank you, the IPSC sales. Thank you, Dr. Anupam Datta, my friend Prashant Deka, Brinder Pal, Sur Kalita, and everyone who is watching this program, enjoying these programs. Thank you. And I hope we will prosper in the direction. Thank you very much. Over to Brinder.
Thank you, Professor Sanjay Kumar Singh, for this nice presentation. It's a fairly comprehensive take on how we have moved from traditional modes of knowledge exploration through electronic modes in the past few decades to the present digital and online modes, and how technology has come to play a significant role in helping knowledge exploration. He has effectively pointed out the large amount of resources that are available on the web for the teachers and academics to explore. And he has also given very useful information on the sources of digital resources available on the web. And I'm sure that all the participants must have been greatly benefited by this nice presentation. Once again, I extend warm thanks to Professor Sanjay Kumar Singh. Now we are moving to the next speaker. Our next speaker is a person who is technically very well equipped as far as the use of online resources in teaching, learning, and research is concerned. He is Dr. Virender Pal. Dr. Pal is presently serving as the librarian of Kolyapur College. Before joining this college, he also served as in the same capacity in Hukuakhana College for 5 years. And Dr. Pal obtained his doctorate degree from Guwahati University. He has made presentations in many national and international conferences and has published a number of research papers. One of his major areas of interest is online resources. So obviously he's the right person to be a resource person in this particular webinar. I welcome him, and may I now request Dr. Pal to give his presentation. Dr. Pal.
Thank you, Dr. Anupam Datta sir. It was a nice introduction, but I don't know how much I deserve, because I am amongst you, and whenever I am facing our academic fraternity. It's a great honor for me to meet everyone because to meet academic fraternity in an open platform, it's very difficult because everyone we are engaged in our own colleges. But when we meet in this way, it's a really great honor for me and for us also. So basically, in my presentation today, I will show some of the things live demo on some of the important websites. Like we'll be talking about SWAYAM, then we'll be talking about SWAYAM Prabha, then we'll be talking about National Digital Library of India, we'll be talking about EPG Pathsalan, and we'll be talking about South Ganga, and at last we'll be talking about analyst. And at the utmost last, we will see what are the open access resources available which has, and I will also try to some of the school resources which might be helpful for the schools community. So I'm just sharing my screen. Singh sir, my screen is visible. Singh sir, Professor Singh sir, Becca sir, okay, Anupam Datta sir, my screen is visible.
It's not visible to me. I'm not viewing any screen at all.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, Virender.
Visible, na?
Visible, visible.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello.
So this is the first of all, I will show you the platform of SWAYAM. SWAYAM is a platform of e-learning where we can not only learn but also there is a provision of certification. Respected honorable all the participants, in earlier India what happens, there were some e-learning portals where we can only learn but there was no any provision for certification. But after SWAYAM came, then this issues were resolved. Although NPTEL was there to provide certification in their courses, but after SWAYAM this issues has been resolved, and now whatever the courses are available, not only you can learn but also you can go for different courses available in the SWAYAM with certification. I will show you basically now what actually SWAYAM means in a simple way, what we want to understand. That from class 9 to class post-graduation level, you can access the learning materials, you can do the courses through the SWAYAM. And see, there are 4 quadrants in SWAYAM. That means you can understand there is a 4 parts while we are learning. That is, the one is video lecture, another is the text material which is prepared by the experts, then self-assessment materials, and 4 is the discussion forums. 4 parts compromises the 4 quadrants, and there are 9 national coordinators appointed by MHRD to run the courses in the SWAYAM. Suppose AICT is running the courses for technical educations, National Program for Technology and Learning is running the courses for engineering background. Similarly, UGC is for postgraduate, CEC is for undergraduate. In this way, all these bodies are working on their own domain to provide the different learning materials along with the certification system. So this is the school education, out of school education, undergraduate education, and postgraduate education. These are the bodies which are working under this domain. And respected participants, the interesting part of this SWAYAM is that Ministry of Human Resource Development has already provided the guideline how to get enrollment to the MOOCs courses or SWAYAM courses, and you can not only you can do the courses from other institutions, but the mark sheets or the marks which you got, you can also transfer to your own university. There is a guideline. That guideline is already given a credit framework for online learning courses for SWAYAM Regulation 2016. And in this guideline, the guideline strictly said this has to be incorporated by the universities, provided your own university should accept this guideline. Similarly, UGC has also given this guideline to the universities, AICT has also given this guideline to the universities to incorporate that SWAYAM courses into their mark sheet. Now, if our faculty members want to develop some MOOCs courses, there might be some questions in your mind that I want to develop some MOOCs courses which will be uploaded in SWAYAM. So there are these guidelines are available, guidelines for developing online courses for SWAYAM. And if you go through this guideline, then you will understand better that what you have to do, how you have to proceed, what are the technical requirements. And for this, you can go to this document, which will definitely help you in this regard. And at the last, I will show you the mobile app which you can also download for SWAYAM. You can download this also from your Google Play Store. So this was all about basic information about SWAYAM, and I will show you the all courses, what are the courses that are available under SWAYAM. It will be coming in this menu. And now you see there will be 2 main menus. One will be the upcoming courses and another is the ongoing courses. The name itself indicates upcoming courses, those courses which are going to be conducted in future, and the ongoing courses which are being conducted at present. Now the difference is that if you are going for upcoming courses, you have to enroll for the particular courses. Suppose if you want to do a course on plant groups, that is conducted by Dr. Arun Kumar Mitra, and it will be started from 31/5/2020. Then you just go to this course and you have to join this course. Just you have to join this course. Before joining, you have to also sign in the SWAYAM. How to sign in the SWAYAM, I will show you. If you want to join these courses, then you have to go to this option and you have to join the courses. The descriptions are already given there. You can follow these descriptions from here. Similarly, there is another option called completed courses. Now, what is this completed courses? That means ongoing courses means this is the ongoing courses. Ongoing courses means you cannot enroll for these courses, but you can use the learning materials, you can use the educational documents, you can use the videos, you can use the text materials which have been used during the courses for your learning purpose. These are the courses which is already completed, but you can use the learning materials for your purpose. This is the all about the SWAYAM courses. This is the national coordinators what I have shown. During this 909 national coordinators have been appointed by MHRD. And now the basic important thing which I want to basically focus through this live demo is that SWAYAM is not only limited to English language, but it has been also extended to other languages of India. Regional languages, what we can say, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Tamil, and Telugu. So you can go and explore all these courses under the NPTEL platform. These courses are available, and so you can access these courses according to your requirement. Now I will go to the next part. This is the completed courses again. Again, the name itself indicates that these courses have been completed in SWAYAM. Now you can use these resources for your learning purpose. You select any of this discipline and you see the learning materials. You can use it for your learning purpose. See, there are videos, there are assignments, there are downloaded videos. So in this way you can access it. So the last thing I will show you, the most important part which I want to say, that during this COVID situation, let COVID-19 not stop your learning, continue with SWAYAM. Now this is the thing we have to understand here. There is two options. If you are from engineering background, you go to this option. If you are from non-engineering background, then you go to this option. Even NCERT textbooks can also be downloaded from these platforms. Suppose I will show you the non-engineering background, and then you see, if you are from postgraduate level, then you can go and access to these disciplines, these subjects. And if you are from undergraduate disciplines or subjects, then you can go for this learning materials. Now here thing is that you cannot enroll yourself for a particular course. It is only for your learning purpose. Only for your educational purpose, you can use this learning material. Suppose I need some learning materials on suppose cell biology. Then you go to this option, cell biology, and under the cell biology, you just select your model, what you need. Suppose cell segregation, and in this way, see, this is the PDF file. You can access it. Similarly, I will show you another example. Suppose human rights in India. And if you want to access the content of the human rights, then you go to this Introduction to National Human Rights. And under this, there is an e-text. That means it is a learning materials in the textual format prepared by the expert, and you can download it for your learning purpose. Similarly, there is also self-learning materials. Self-learning materials means the videos. You can watch these videos and you can learn by your own also.
Dear students, welcome to week 1, module 1 on the National Human Rights Protection System. We will take up this notion of human rights and also its significance.
So this is all about different courses. Moreover, there are different courses you can access, like in education, like on public policies, community research, organic chemistry, research ethics. In this way, you can go and access, and you can see whatever you need according to your interest. So this is all about SWAYAM, where you can access these courses. You can access these learning materials. Now again, see, I will not go details about this ICT initiatives, but MHRD has already given this guideline, or given the guideline to the UGC, and UGC has also forwarded this guideline to the colleges and universities. That these are the major things that have been going on. Some of the big projects like SWAYAM, whatever I have shown, like SWAYAM provides here, National Digital Library is there, ePG Pathshala is there, So Ganga is there for thesis, eSochindru is there for e-journals, eYantra is there for engineering for better tomorrow, then FOSI is there for open source software, spoken tutorial is there, again virtual labs to do science experiments, basically for high levels. So in this way, different initiatives has already been taken by MHRD in the field of online education, what we can say. So you can go and access to these resources also, which may be benefited to you. Just we have shown only the one part, that is SWAYAM. Now I will cover the next part called SWAYAM Prabha. Respected participants, you might be aware about this SWAYAM Prabha. The name has quite similarity with SWAYAM, but there is a difference between SWAYAM and SWAYAM Prabha. SWAYAM was an e-learning portal where you can do the e-learning courses with certification. Now, what is SWAYAM Prabha? SWAYAM Prabha is a group of 32 DTH channels. That means there are 32 DTH channels at your home. Sitting at your home, you can watch these educational videos in your television sets. That if you have DVD disc at your home, if you have this TV at your home, then you can access these channels through your television set. But right now, this facility is not available in the Tata Sky and the Airtel TV. Only it is available under DVD disc and this TV. And I will show you the channels allocations, how the channels allocation has been done. See, there are 32 channels, and one channel number 1 to 10 are managed by CEC and UC for the undergraduate courses. Similarly, channel numbers 11 to 18 are managed by NPTEL for the PG and engineering courses. Similarly, channel number 19 to 20 are managed by high school students for IIT Delhi. So channel number 23 to 24 are managed by IGNOU. In this way, all the channels have been allocated to the different levels of education. You can go and access it. Suppose I will show you, for example, if you are from social science background, just click this, any of the channels, then it will lead to a next page. And in this, what you can see these are the current programs which are going right now live on the television set. Uttar, Via Harbad, Vira Sasam, these are the programs which are going right now live on the television. And if you want to see the repeat time, suppose if you have missed somehow this program at one time on the same day, you can also watch the same program on the same day at another time. That means these programs are repeated many times, you can say. The timings are already there. You can get the information from this Swayam Prabha portal. Swayam Prabha, what I am showing is now is the Swayam Prabha. This is a portal maintained by Implement Center where you will get the information regarding the educational videos which are going to be telecasted in your television through MSRD channels. In this TV, these channels are available from 2001 onwards. In this TV, these channels are available from 2001 onwards under MSRD. And if you want to know more about this, there is also an option upcoming. If you want to see the upcoming programs, you can go to this option. If you want to watch the archive videos, that means those videos which are already telecasted, and if you want to access these videos through this portal, then you can also access this. These videos are available now. Suppose if you want to explore these videos, just go and you just play. So I will not play any of the videos. Just my intention is just to make aware about these resources. So this is all about Swayam Prabha. And there is a frequently asked questions. In the frequently asked questions, most of the questions you will find here because most of the answers are already defined here. So you can go and access to these frequently asked questions that will help you to know or to understand Swayam Prabha better. And there is an option called registration. Now, why registration is important? Registration is important in Swayam because if you want some SMS alert regarding your interest of the program, then you can go and register here. Once you register here, then automatically the email or SMS alert will be sent to your mobile number, and you can get the information, the timings of the different programs. These are the frequently asked questions. You can go and you can access to these frequently asked questions from here. What is Swayam Prabha? Whether Swayam and Swayam Prabha is same? No. So in this way, different answers is already defined, and you can access to these answers. And there is no any certification in Swayam Prabha. If you are watching the program, that does not mean that you are getting any certification. This is all about Swayam Prabha. So we have learned, respected participants, Swayam, we have learned Swayam Prabha. And one important thing I mentioned to forgot in Swayam is e-learning portal with certification. There is an option called sign in option in Swayam now. Now, why this sign in option is important? First of all, for the first time, if you are going to access the portal under Swayam, then you go to the sign in option and you log in using your Gmail account or Google account and then Facebook account. It is not required that you should create a new account in Swayam. You can use your existing Google account, you can use your existing Facebook account, and you can access the courses. Now, respected participants, login into Swayam does not mean that you are enrolled for a course. Login into Swayam means that you have been logged into the Swayam to access the information related to the courses. But if you want to join the courses in Swayam, then you go to this option or any of the courses, and then you have to enroll for the particular courses. There is two processes. First of all, you have to sign into the Swayam using your Google account, using your Facebook account, and then second option is that you have to go and you have to choose your courses, upcoming courses, and you have to join here now. So this is the second process. So this is all about Swayam. Respected participant, this is all about Swayam Prabha. It is a group of 32 DTH channels. Now I will be moving to the next part of my live demo, that is called National Digital Library, in short what we call NDL. And National Digital Library of India is another great project of MSRD done by IIT Kharagpur. Even our Guwahati IIT is also part of it, some nodal center. And first thing I will show you how to customize your language according to your requirements. Suppose you need the entire platform to be in Assamese language, then you go and just customize the language. So in that way you can customize the language according to your requirements. And for the first time, you have to log in to the NDL platform, and you have to register. If you don't have any account in NDL, just to create an NDL account, you go to the registration, and you fill up this online form. It will take hardly 30 to 40 seconds. After filling this online form, then you will get an activation link in your email ID, the email ID which you have submitted during the registration. Once you activate your registration ID, then you can log in with your that particular ID. So see, I will now log in with my particular ID, which I have already created earlier. Now I will be shown as Virendra Pal here. See, respected participants, now I have been logged in as Virendra Pal. And what is the benefit of this login is that without login also you can access the resources, but some of the resources you may not download. For this, login is important in the National Digital Library platform. If you are from school education, you can go to these options. If you are from engineering background, you go to these options. Suppose you are from science background, then you just go to this option. Under these options, there are different disciplines. Suppose I will show you mathematics. In the mathematics, you will get questions and solutions. You will get the web courses under NPTEL, the video lectures which has been used during the NPTEL courses. You will get these videos here, the video lectures, with faculty contributions. All these learning materials are available here. You just go and you can access according to your requirements for the participants. Similarly, another thing I will show you through the NDL platform is that you can find the journal articles, you can find the ebooks, you can find the different learning materials which is available under the National Digital Platform. And the basic concept of National Digital Library is that the National Digital Library is not a single entity. It is the National Digital Library which is bringing the resources from all the digital libraries of India available in the different places of India, and it is giving from a single platform. These resources which we are accessing now, we are not accessing, we are accessing the platform, we are accessing from the platform of NDL, but these resources are physically we are bringing out from the platform of the particular universities or particular institute. Suppose some resources are available in Jadavpur universities, so it is not our concern to go to the Jadavpur University Digital Library. Just you come to the NDL platform, and if they have the resources linked with the Jadavpur University, then these resources can be accessed for the NDL platform. So this is the basic concept of NDL. NDL has been created with this objectives. And there is an option respected participants for frequently asked questions. These frequently asked questions will definitely help you to know more about this NDL, what is NDL, how you can be benefited. And the basic advantage of NDL is that if you are from institute, suppose if you are having a college, then try to appoint an institutional nodal officers in your college. What institutional nodal officer will do, the institutional nodal officer will collect the information of the users, collect the information of the faculty members, collect the information of the students like their name, their email ID, and that will send to the NDL, and the account will be created for the institutions. Now, respected participants, what will be the benefit of institution users? If I am getting an institutional membership, the major benefit of institutional membership is that some of the publishers like stranger publishers or any other publishers may not give access to the resources to the general members, even if you are logging. But if you are taking an institutional membership to NDL, then these resources might be available to you for downloading. So this is the major advantage of institutional membership. Institution must appoint this institutional nodal officer who will work and who will try to collect the information of the users and will be communicated with the NDL people. So this is all about NDL. Now I will be moved to the next part called EPG Parsala. Respected participants, EPG Parsala is another e-learning portal maintained by Implement Center where you can also access to the different learning materials available here. There is some problems. Let it come. I will show the next. Yes, there is a problem with the website EPG Parsala. Now under this EPG Parsala, the learning materials like videos, text, what I have shown in the slide, this can also be viewed through this EPG Parsala platform. Once this platform will be available, I will definitely try to show you through here. So I will move to the next part called Swayam Prabha. It's not Swayam Prabha, this was Ganga, sorry. So Ganga, respected participants, this is another platform where we can download the different theses of the different universities of India. If you want to access the full text content of the thesis, then you can download from the website of Ganga. You just go to the website of Ganga and you browse the different universities which are available in the platform. Right now, if you see from Assam itself, then you will find Guwahati University, you will find Assam University. This is the Guwahati University. I will show you there are 5,375 theses already been uploaded, and you can access the full text of the thesis for this Ganga platform, which is one of the important platforms in the open access mode. So this is all about Ganga. You can access these resources to the Ganga platforms. I will just show one of the examples. Suppose you are from the Department of English and you go to this option, Department of English, then all the titles of the thesis along with the researchers and the guides will be from. My intention is not to figure out any of the thesis, any of the researcher or any of the guide. That is only for the awareness program. See, these are the different theses which have been awarded by the Guwahati in the Department of English, and these theses are already uploaded in the Ganga platform. You can go and you can access the full text of this thesis. Suppose you need the chapter 1 conclusion, bibliography, or any of the things, then you can go and download it for your academic purpose. So this is all about Ganga platforms. Now I will move to the next important part, and which is very important for the colleges because we are using these resources, and this is already available to us, which is called Enlist resources. Enlist resources is also a facility of ImpleNet under MHRD. It is a college component of eSource Sindhu. It is a eSource Sindhu consortium where you will get access to more than 6,000 plus journals, and there are more than 31 lakhs ebooks. That means more than 31 lakh ebooks are available. Now, basically, respected participants, if you are faculty members or if you are students, then what they have to do, they have to contact their librarian or their library staff or any other member who is handling the Enlist account in your college. And then you have to go to this option login. First, what the person will do, before going to this option of login, the library staff will create an Enlist account for you. Once the Enlist account is created, for creating the Enlist account, they will ask about your email ID, your name, and the basic information, and an activation link will be sent to your registered mail. After that, what the users have to do, users have to activate his account from his registered mail, which he has submitted during the time of registration to the librarian. And then he has to activate his account, Enlist account. Then after the activation of the Enlist account, you have to go to this option called member login option. Once you log into this option, then the work of members starts from here. If you have already the Enlist account with you, and if you have forgotten your password, you can also reset your password from this option, forget password option. You should not, or you don't have to go to visit to the librarian to retrieve your password. You just go to the website of Enlist and you go to this option, forget password, definitely your password will be retrieved. Now for the first time, since I am a new user, suppose I will be logging to my Enlist account. And see, in this Enlist account, there are lots of e-resources. If you find the e-journals like American Institute of Physics, annual reviews, economic and political weekly, Indian journals are available, JSTORs, Oxford University Press, these are all the different reputed publishers from where the different e-journals are available. And similarly, if you want to see the cases of e-books, then see this is the Cambridge e-books, EBRI, AXCO, Hindustan, Institute of South Asian Studies, Oxford Scholarship, Springer e-books is available. Then in this way, six publications are available, Taylor and Francis, McGraw-Hill, all e-book libraries, South Asian archives. So different reputed publishers from different corners of the world are participating in the Enlist platform. And how to search the e-books in the Enlist, I will show you. Suppose you need a book on bioinformatics. Just you go to this option, search option, you type here bioinformatics and you search it. Once you search it, then all the documents which are on bioinformatics will be shown here. You just click any of it, and then you can go for this online access view. Three important things the user have to keep in mind while accessing the book, that you can download the book, you can read the book without downloading, and you can download the PDF chapter-wise book. Suppose if you want to read the book directly online without downloading the book, then you just go to this option and the book will be shown here without downloading. This is the very famous books in the college libraries. You have to see these books. So this is the first option. Then this is the second option, that is called download the book, and this is the chapter-wise book. Chapter-wise books means suppose if you need only one chapter, suppose you need this chapter only, bioinformatics introduction, then you just click it, then that particular chapter will be downloaded here, and you can save it for your academic purpose. So this chapter is already downloaded. In this way, you can download the different chapters according to your requirement. And to download the entire book, there will be requirement of a third-party software, that might be ebook reader. How to download this ebook reader and how to get your ebook ID, I have already prepared a video on this, and I will share this with you in my WhatsApp group. How to activate your Enlist and how to download the entire book. It will be available to you in the WhatsApp group after this program. So this is all about Enlist, where you will get more than 6,000 plus e-journals, and where you will get more than 31 lakhs ebooks. And these are already available in your colleges. Just to contact your librarian, they will definitely help you. There is an option called frequently asked questions. And go to this frequently asked questions, then listen all the different doubts or all the different confusions, it will be clear to you. Again, I will show you one important point, is that not only you can search the book, you can also search the book by class number. Class number in your library, you might be observing that in every subject there is some numbers in the spine level of the book. Suppose if you are from economics, then economics number is 330. If you just click 330, then the book from economics will be definitely shown here. If you are from, suppose, organic chemistry, then you go to this option and organic chemistry number is 547. You can also search in this way also. There is also facility of advanced search. If you are an advanced user, or if you want to save your time in searching, then you can go and use this advanced searching facility available under the Enlist facilities. So this is all about different facilities which are available under Enlist. And there's one important thing, that is license agreement. License and fair use is very important from the user point of view, because it is the user who are using the resources, so they have to also take care of this license and fair use. What they are permitted and what they are not permitted, it is already written here. So you can go and you can follow these instructions according to your requirement, because once you violate these instructions, then definitely there might be some issues and your account might be blocked. So you have to take care of all these issues, and you have to make the fair use of your all the entire online e-resources which are available under Enlist. And suppose if you want to access how many colleges are using Enlist facilities, then you can go to these options and you can get this information from this option. Suppose if you want to see the state-wise list, you just go to the state-wise list and you search here. Suppose in Assam, 131 colleges are already been activated. My intention is not to figure out any of the colleges. This is for information. You can collect this information from the website of the Enlist. So this is all about Enlist facilities which is available under your college right now. So you can contact your library staff and you will definitely be benefited with this resources. So next, I will move to the next part of my live demo, that is called open access e-resources. Respected participants, you might be aware about open access e-resources. Open access e-resources are the free resources. Yes, now before going to the open access resources, the EPG Pathshala, which was I was discussing, but due to some technical error in the website of EPG Pathshala, which I could not show you, but I will try my best to show you now. See, this is the website of EPG Pathshala. This is also an e-learning portal maintained by Implement Center, where you have to go to these students' corners now. Once you go to the students' corners, and if you want to access the different learning material available under this platform EPG Pathshala. Suppose you are from zoology and you want to access some resources. So there are lots of subjects which has been under zoology. Suppose if you want to access the animal physiology, and under animal physiology there are some contents. You can access any of these. Suppose you want to access some pituitary hormones, then you access it. This is the e-text. E-text means the PDF files in simple language. What I want to tell you, the textual material, you can save it for your learning purpose. Prepared by experts on the particular area. The entire area has been prepared. Similarly, if you want to watch the videos, then also you can learn it and you can learn by yourself.
This module, you should be able to understand the functional areas of pituitary, describe the significance of median eminence, know the importance of portal capillary plexus?
So my intention is not to play the entire video. I can see there are lots of other subjects. If you are from commerce, you can also access. If you are from law discipline, if you are from management, if you are from human rights, different disciplines, according to your requirement, you can go and you can access sociology, population studies, material science. So in this way, you can access these resources under the EPG Pathshala platform. Respected participants, we have discussed SWAYAM. SWAYAM is an e-learning portal with certification. We have discussed SWAYAM Prabha. SWAYAM Prabha is a group of 32 DTH channels where you can enjoy the educational videos by sitting at your home through your television set. We have discussed about National Digital Library where you can access the resources of the different digital libraries of India. Then we have discussed Udganga where you will find the PhD thesis. We have discussed EPG Pathshala where you will find the learning materials in the form of text, in the form of videos. Now we will move to the next part called Open Access. Open Access resources are the resources which are freely available in internet in a layman's point of view, what I am here. Now there are some websites of open access e-resources. I will show you one or two websites. Already Professor Sanjay Sir has given in his presentation. This is the directory of open access journals. Now respected participants, you might be aware about the commercial journals and the open access e-journals. Now the open access e-journals which are available in the world, it is not difficult for a person to remember each and every journal's name. So what the person will do, he will go to this website DOAJ, and from this platform the entire open access journals is indexed in a single platform. For example, if you want to understand the concept of directory, then suppose for example, if a person wants to know the all the universities of India, then what the person will do, he will not go each and every university's website. He will go to the UGC website, and from the UGC website, the entire university's website, he can communicate and he can get the information from the UGC website. Similarly, the concept of DOAJ is that it is indexing all the open access journals available in the world into the single platform, so that users will get the access of entire open access journals through a single platform. So this is the concept of open access journals. You can download the open access research papers from these platforms. I will show you another website called GOAB. This is earlier it was for journals, now it is for books. Directory of open access books. You can download the open access books from this platform. All the open access books can be accessed from the single platform. Another website I will show you, respected participants, that is called Project Gutenberg, which is also one of the wonderful websites we can say for downloading the entire book. You can go to these options and you can download this ebooks from this Project Gutenberg. Similarly, there is another website called Internet Archive. You can go to this Internet Archive and you can also download the ebooks under the digital library platform. So these are all about the open access e-resources. Moreover, respected participants, for the sake of helping our school community, I will show you one or two websites which will definitely help our school communities. We should communicate our message to the school colleagues also, because they are also in the same problems what we are facing now. So NCERT ebooks, there is a facility. Users can download this NCERT book directly from the NCERT website. So users can go to these websites and they will select the class, which class, suppose class 6, you need any book on mathematics, then you will select this and you will find this book and you can download the book particularly for its academic purpose. I will not go to the details of this, just this is for the information which I think that you will communicate. Another website I will show you is a Diksha app. This is another great application. Also our Honorable Education Minister has always been requesting about this application, and it is very helpful for the school students, so that the school communities can download this app and they can use the learning materials available under these platforms. So this is all about different e-resources which are available under the internet platforms. Now it's not that it is only the final thing. This is only a gist of the resources which we try to show you. Moreover, there are lots of e-resources which you might be also using. So I would like to conclude my presentation and over to Dr. Anupam Datta. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Virender Pal, for a wonderful presentation. Dr. Pal has given a very systematic demonstration of how different online and digital resources on the web can be accessed. He has also given fairly comprehensive information on the different digital and online platforms that we can utilize. Once again, thank you very, very much for a wonderful presentation. I think now we can take a few questions from the chat box. I have noted down a couple of questions. Can I read out the questions so that the resource persons can take up the questions and answer?
Okay.
There is a question from Swapna Das, and she asks, can a student take credit from the courses available in the SWAYAM platform?
Yeah. Yes, it can take. There is a credit can be transferred in their syllabus course. Suppose take the example in PG classes. I'm citing what Brenda will also talk on that. That value-added courses are there, open courses are there. So instead of value-added courses, open courses, if you are joining any course, but you have to clear the course and you have to gain the certificate, then only the credit will be transferred. And regarding degree, Brenda will tell you. Brenda,
Yes, yes.
hello.
Yes. Actually, credit transfer, this guideline is already available, but if you are doing from some colleges, some courses, but your affiliated university should allow this. There should be provision in the affiliated universities so that your marks can be included in your particular college or institute.
Okay.
In credit and grading system, as the semester system is going on by the different Guwahati University as well as Librarians University. So as per the provision guidelines of Guwahati University also, it can be transferred.
Okay, sir. That's good then.
Okay. So the next question is from Vikas Das. It's a fairly broad question. He asks, what are the ways in which we can make an online class more effective?
Online class more effective.
Yes.
Yeah, it's up to you. See, there are floods of online courses are going on, online classes are going on, online seminars and webinars are going on. So you have to choose and you just select the topic in which you are interested and should be particular in that field. You should not be, suppose there are many instances I have seen at a time, a person is attending 2 to 3 webinars at the same duration, same time. So it should not be like that. So we used to say, now to do jai. So it should not be like that. So you should select the area, select the topic, and then you go. So just Brenda has already shown you regarding the SWAYAM platforms course, MOOCs courses, etc. So you can take the, you can utilize that type of course, and it will really useful for all of you because many subjects are covered there, and you will be able to do justice with that. That is one of the important suggestions we can give you from here. Anything else, Brenda, you want to add? You can add it.
Actually, the online education, it's because we have to promote the awareness also. With online education, awareness is very important, and online education is now a part of it nowadays because we are also going and moving towards this, and we have to be very much comfortable with the online tools and techniques. What we have to understand now, like we are now conducting this platform Zoom. Similarly, we have Google Classroom. So we have to be very much comfortable, and we have to also create the online courses because technology will definitely somehow they will manage, but what are the main thing of the technology is the content. Who will create the content? Because it will be us, we teachers community, with academic fraternity, will creating these courses. And I think content is the main thing in a technology. Without content, the technology is just a empty box, I could say. So we have to focus on those areas also to content creation. And for this, we have also arranged some courses we will declare at the end part of this seminar. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Then there are 2 questions from Shilpi Datta Mazumdar. The first one is, she asks, can the institutional nodal officer be any faculty member or only the librarian? I think she is asking about analyst.
No. Any person. Any person. Librarian is associated with such type of course, programs, etc. So it's things. So in that case, if librarian is a very talented one and he is able to handle it, accesses, and today's generation, almost all librarians are of that nature. So he can get it. Otherwise, there is no hard and fast that only librarian will take. Any person can take it. But generally, it is seen that librarians are doing much better in comparison to others. What I have seen in my practical life. But anybody can take it. It depends upon the committee.
Okay. There is a second question from Shilpi Datta Mazumdar. And she asks, can some incentives be arranged for maximizing usage by analyst users, both students and teachers?
No. See, already incentives are given by the implement center indirectly to all of you. If you want to procure that document, purchase that document, you have to pay 40,000 plus rupees. But you are paying only 5,000 rupees and you are able to access 6,000 plus journals and 31 lakh plus, 31 lakh plus e-books. And besides that, many resources made available by the implement center, which are very, very useful. So that is also one type of incentives that you are not paying 40,000 plus rupees for that. And earlier it was before 2018 up to 31st March 2017, it was completely free. Nothing was, no college, no university was paying anything to the implement also. So now they are charging simply 5,000 rupees plus GST as a membership fee, registration fee, you can say that, but it is negligible amount in today's context where we are having information are very costly, it is not easily available. So in that case, so indirectly incentives are there, you can say that.
Okay, thank you. There is a request from Dr. A.K. Srivastava. He wants something on plagiarism.
Yeah, what do you want on plagiarism? Just can you make
He
him
says,
like
please give
change his
something on
photo?
plagiarism.
See, plagiarism under UGC, we are having a Sodh Siddhi program. If you go to the www.ugc.implement.ac.in, you will get the Sodh Siddhi. So under that activities, we can check the plagiarism. We are not saying the plagiarism, we are saying the similarity report. So at present, we are using the Urkun software. But there are many softwares are there, like Turnitin, Authenticate, these are all important software, Urkuns. And if you go to the online platform and you can just write on the Google that anti-plagiarism software, you will get hundreds and thousands of software, but free. But free software cannot detect detailed information. At present, the UGC has prescribed and you are using under the UGC guidelines and through the implement center, Urkun software, where you can access it. And through this platform, I can just tell you if any of the teacher want to test their write-up or article before submitting to the any publishing house, you can send it to me to my mail. I can check it and I can give you to your mail, and you will be able to know how much simulated code is generated. 10%, 2%, 3% as well as. But you should know, as per the UGC guideline, up to 10% of the similarity index is acceptable. If it is 10% and less, then you are excused. But if it is more than 10%, then certain criteria are there, certain guidelines are there. If it is 20%, 30%, 40%, you go to the UGC site, you will get in detail information about that. Even your paper can be cancelled, you will be put under the bar as per the Copyright Act or Digital Rights Act, or violating the plagiarism norms, etc. If you are in the service, you may lose the service also. There are various and many instances where even the vice chancellor of university is being suspended. They are suspended from their jobs, etc. by adopting such actions. So it is not a simple thing, though it seems very simple, plagiarism, but it is a very, very dangerous thing. So that's why in my presentation I have told you that you tell your student to read the literature, read the information from the website, or anybody can read it, download it, use it, but don't copy it directly. You read it and write in your own language and cite, give the citation to that. Then there is no this plagiarism for that. But if you are copying directly, not citing, etc., it is a gross violation of this copyright digital right as well as the plagiarism, and will be put behind the bar for that. I will not name any of the agencies. One of the, let me cite institution, let me tell you. It is something else. Let me cite example institution. One of the institution has adopted the digital copying of digital things in Guwahati itself. And there was a just complaint because nowadays we are in the satellite television mode and satellite, everything is there, social media mode, etc. That was detected, and that organization has to spend crores of rupees in Guwahati itself. I don't want to take any name. You don't ask me also name. Okay. But then was materialized. This type of things are going on. So be careful from such type of activities. You knowingly, unknowingly, if you are copying anything, so you can test it. And for everybody, if you want to test 1 page, 2 page, we are having this online free plagiarism tools, anti-plagiarism tools. You can download from the internet. Go to the Google and download it, and you can use it. But if you want the research, etc., then you have to better to use the renowned and accepted plagiarism, anti-plagiarism tools for that. Okay, UGC has recommended Urkun. Any more thing you want to know about plagiarism?
Okay, sir, please go on.
No, I have told if you want more clarification, then
self-plagiarism, sir. Someone is asking about self-plagiarism, sir.
Self-plagiarism. So
yes,
you have published any paper, any research paper, and it is published in any of the renowned journal, and you think that it is my paper, so let me again write some of the paragraph from there and another paper. So that is also violation of plagiarism. That is called self-plagiarism. So then you cannot copy your writing also. because once it is published, it is not your property, it is the property of that publishing house, because you have signed a memorandum with this copyright, you have signed the copyright form, and you have transferred your copyright to that person, to the publishing house, ABC, whatever the publishing house is there. Now that property belongs to the publishing house, though you are the creator of that, though you are the author of that, though you are the owner of that, but even though you cannot copy it, it is coming under self-plagiarism, and same punishment will be there what you are copying from others also. Okay.
So recently, sir, UGC has also given a guideline regarding the self-plagiarism also. It has been very clearly indicated.
Yes. Yeah, it is clearly mentioned. Anything you are copying, even you are stealing the idea of a person, that is coming under idea plagiarism. So many hundreds of types of plagiarisms are there. You go to the this Google page and you will know how many different types of plagiarisms are there, how many different anti-plagiarism softwares are also there. You will know. But authentically, one of the best software at present today, if you ask me, it is Turnitin. Authenticate and Turnitin, it is the one best software which can give you the real information. Others are also there. Turnitin is very, very costly. It is not affordable. You cannot afford, all institutions cannot afford it. And there are different prices for different organizations. But if you have Turnitin, then it is good. Otherwise, you have to use the whatever the UGC provided to us, that is okay.
Thank you.
Next.
Thank you, sir. There is one more, I think it's a question from Kaushik Kumar Deka. If one's course content is approved for MOOCs, special body course, will the creator get financial assistance?
So for that, let me tell you one thing. On 4th of June, we are going to organize that e-content creation and management this webinar or training program, whatever you call it, from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And the main person behind the national figure who is looking after this thing under the guideline of UGC, that person is our resource person. He is going to present his, give you the, show you the training content, how to play, how to this thing, all details will be shown to. And I think it is better to see that program and then you take your decision at present. But what I can tell you, if it is approved, then there is a committee in the SWAM, and if they approve, then you will be getting the financial assistance. So up to 14 lakhs, up to 14 lakhs of rupees, the institution can get if your this program is selected. So everything will be shown directly. So I request all of you that all the teachers, teaching community, fraternity can register. There, all the links are already provided. Even Vrinder Pal will again tell you about that, where you will get the information. But it is different social media. We have given it, even the Facebook also it is given it. So you can, all the willing person, not just for the sake of attending, let me attend it. It should not be like that, because we are having limited seats. So all the intention, willing person, those who are really interested to work for that, they can apply for that, and you will get the response from that. Okay, and you will be able to, I'm sure that you will be able to write the program for, and will bring glory for your institution in that regard also. I think that's why I'm not going to answer it fully, and you first attend it and you say. Okay, anything more?
Thank you, sir. There is one more question in similar lines. Can a college get grants for purchasing e-resources? Please guide. This is from Shilpi Datta Majumdar.
Grant, from where you will get the grants. Nowadays, college is having RUSA grant, college institution is having TENIT grant, institution is having UGC grants. From that grants, if it is earmarked, then whatever the amount is, it will be given to you. You can purchase. Just yesterday, I will not name the university. Just I got a call from that university in the Northeast India. That college, that university is given 2 crores of rupees, assigned 2 crores of rupees for purchasing of only e-books, not even e-journals. So what they will do, so they were just discussing with me that what should be done, what should be the process, etc. As they have come to know that I am the librarian in charge of this KK Handy Library, Guwahati University Library also. So they were discussing with me. So then accordingly, I have suggested what to do, what not to do, etc. That's why the grant will be given by the government, grant will be given by the UGC, grant will be given by the RUSA grant, etc. So it is up to you which grant. But especially you have to write down. Suppose you can write to NEC also. You can write to UGC also to give the grant, etc. So from any source, when you are getting any grant, certainly you can utilize it and purchase it. But again, one thing is very, very important while purchasing the e-books or e-journals, etc. Because you are the user of this Enlist program, you can access through the open source. So when you are dealing business with the publisher or publishing houses, you should be very, very careful. You should be giving the guideline and terms and conditions should be in such a way that those books which are included in the enlist program, those books which are available in the open source, that should be excluded in the list which you are going to purchase. Otherwise, you will be cheated. That is sure. So be careful while purchasing whatever amount, 10,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, whatever amount you are purchasing. So that certain times terms and conditions you can give it, then you will be in the safer side and better side. Otherwise, you will be cheated. And because that will duplication of the books, maybe e-books, whatever it is. So once you are getting there, another again you are paying for that. What is the use of that? Okay. Next.
Thank you. So I think we have taken up the questions.
Yeah,
Yes,
We have taken up all the questions asked by the participants in the chat box, and then there are requests from several participants to provide them with the recording of this event. Is it possible, Dr. Dhirendra Pal?
Yeah, definitely. We will upload this recording in our official YouTube channel, ICTCL SELA. Just give us some time. It will take, I think, 1 week because we have to edit and we have to cut many of the things. So it will be available to you in the ICT channel of Assam College Librarians Associations, and also we will share with the authority of with Barbhag College, so that anyone can access. Also, we will share in the WhatsApp group also. So it is not the issue. We will share it. And also one thing someone was highlighting regarding this online test examinations. So how to conduct this online test along with the online educations. So for this, we are also conducting some sessions. Recently, we have conducted in Dispute Law College how to test online. Suppose in from Google Classrooms also, or from the Google Forms also, we can take at the initial levels. We can do this kind of small test, but it is not that it is the final test. But thing is that at the initial test, we can test our students. We can prepare some quizzes with the students, or also there are certain kind of online tools facilities which are available. Definitely we will try to make some videos on it. Definitely it will help you. We try to go to our YouTube channel. I will try to make some videos how to make some online tests, and that will be definitely helpful for our academic fraternity. We have already made some videos on Google Classrooms. We have made videos on Zoom, how to use Zoom. Also we have made videos to how to conduct science practicals. So in this way, different videos we are trying to make. And if you are also interested, you can also contribute with us. Definitely, you will be welcome. Thank you.
Okay. There is another question coming in the chat box. I think this has been addressed from Shahabuddin. MOOCs are provided free, but creation of content as study material is not free. The cost of creating the content can burden the universities with extra costs. Is there any mechanism to handle the financial requirement? I think this has been addressed.
Yes, that I already told you, up to 14 lakhs of rupees. So 14 lakh taka loy you see dibo. That's why you attend that program on 4th. You will get everything, all informations, and you will know how to upload it, how to create the content. Because see, if you want to make this audio video program of that means you need one laboratory, you need one studio. So without a studio, you cannot do it. So all sorts of things that he will talk on, and he will guide you. And I suggest the person who has asked you the question, please suggest him to attend that program, and certainly he will be benefited from there. Or you can go to the SWAYAM site, and certain criteria guidelines are there. You can download the guidelines and you can see that. But if a person who is directly activities is presenting in front of you, that will be far better than what I am speaking or what the printed material is or online material is showing. So you can listen him, and then you can put him the question if time will allow us, etc. But even though through the chat box or through the email, you can access him. So I think that when he will present, everything will be clear to all of you. Because he's the person looking after NIF ranking. He's the person looking after this SWAYAM MOOCs program and many more activities of UGC behind the screen. So he's the main person for that. So certainly all of you will be benefited there. And later on, I will conduct some more program. We will through the ACLA by the help of Dr. Teka and Dr. Pal, etc. So that the colleges, university community, college community will be getting more benefit, and they will try to able to do justice to the student and do justice to their institution also by learning such type of things through the e-learning mode, etc. Anything more? Thank you.
Thank you.
Can
we take one more question from Ankita Jain? There is one from Ankita Jain.
asked in my MLS second semester that they are also ready now. In other
Okay, just one
they are
last
also
question. One last question.
Yeah.
What percentage of plagiarism is acceptable for PhD and MPhil dissertation? That's
10%,
from
10
Ankita
below
Jain.
10%. 10 and below that. 10% and below that, and if you want on that, so one day you can organize one tutorial on that, also this webinar on that also, showing the this thing. I will talk to Vinder is already here, Prasanta is already here. I will talk to him, and then one class we can organize that also regarding the plagiarism, etc. Okay. At present, less than 10.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much for taking up the questions and answering them, I think, to the satisfaction of our participants. So we have almost come to the end of this webinar. And just before winding up, may I request the librarian of Barbhag College, Dr. Kishore Kumar Kolita, to propose the vote of thanks.
I have not
Kishore.
seen Kishore is there or not. Kishore.
Kishore.
Yes, Kishore. Please unmute yourself, Dr. Kishore Kolita.
Yes.
Yes.
May I do it, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Please go on.
Thank you, Dr. Sir. Hello, everyone. Myself, Dr. Kishore Kolita, Joint Coordinator of this webinar, express my privilege to confer vote of thanks on this webinar. I, on behalf of Barbhag College community and Assam College Librarian Association, and on my own behalf, extend our hearty vote of thanks to our college principal, Muhammad Yunusur Rahman sir, to inaugurate this webinar with his valuable few words. Thank you, sir. A big thank you to Dr. Prasanta Kumar Deka sir, the General Secretary of SCLA, who accepted my request and ready to conduct this webinar in my college, along with thanks for his valuable short piece. Thank you, Dr. Deka sir. I like to express our valuable vote of thanks to Professor Sanjay Kumar Singh sir, give his valuable time for his busy schedule. He described how knowledge is spreading fast in this technological changing world, from traditional system to artificial intelligence, unlearn to relearn. He also aware us different sources of electronic resources. I think from his speech, participants of this webinar definitely get benefited. A big thank you, sir. I may like to express our vote of thanks to Dr. Virendra Pal, who elaborates nicely live demo on different online resources platforms such as Swayam Prabha, National Digital Library, etc., and how to access e-resources from this platform. A big thank you to him for his full technical support to success of this webinar. Thank you, Virendra. I refer my vote of thanks to Dr. Anupam Datta, my joint coordinator of this webinar, for his continuous effort to success of this webinar. And last but not least, I refer my valuable thanks to all the participants to take part in this webinar from different parts of Assam and outside Assam. Thank you again, all of you. Now I may conclude the vote of thanks. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Kishore. Thank you, Kishore. Let me now almost wind up the webinar. Just before that, I'd like to inform the participants that the e-certificates for this webinar will be mailed to their respective email IDs, the email IDs with which they registered for this webinar. So their e-certificates will be mailed to their respective email IDs in a few days. The recording of this particular event will be available in the YouTube channel of the ICT cell of Assam College Librarians Association, as Dr. Virendra Pal has already informed you. So you will get this the recording of this event. So let me wind up the webinar. I once again thank you all for your presence and cooperation, and I formally declare this webinar concluded.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to all. The principal of the college, the IQAC cell, Dr. Virendra Pal, Dr. Prasanta Deka, Dr. Kishore Kolita, and all the participants who are.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you. So I think the meeting is going to be end. We are going to end this meeting, and I also like to thank to all the honorable members of Barbhag College, including the principal sir, Muhammad Yunusur Rahman sir, Dr. Anupam Datta sir, the coordinator of IQAC, Dr. Kishore Kolita sir, the librarian of Barbhag College, who is already working very hard for this program, and the entire academic fraternity of Barbhag College, all the participants. We'd like to thank to each and every one. And with this, I'd like to conclude this meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you.